This is one of the best mornings I have had in a very long time. This right here is Ben, and together we are on a 3-day horse trek in Kyrgyzstan. Behind me are the mountains of Kalimcha Valley. We rode here for 3.5 hours yesterday, so I'm gonna backtrack and show you what that looked like, and then we're gonna skip back to this moment and go forward right to Song Kul Lake, which is one of the most beautiful lakes in the entire country. Our first day of horse trekking started with a mini bus ride from Bishkek, the capital of Kyrgyzstan, to a tiny village called Kizard, where we met our tour guide Timur. He very kindly picked us up from the bus station and drove us to his family's home, where his mom was already waiting with a homemade lunch.
Borsok, this is our best bread in Kyrgyzstan.
Yes, it's so nice. We like it too.
We like too much. Everything is homemade, handmade.
Oh my gosh.
My mother cooked.
Wow,
amazing. And, this is some salad. Not Kyrgyz, but yeah. This is, I think you never try. This we call it katama.
No,
Yeah, it's a bread.
It looks amazing. I try maybe something similar, but not this one.
That looks so good.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, and is there any special way to eat this?
No.
Just eat it. Yeah. Okay.
In Kyrgyzstan, the guest is very important.
Thank you.
They can do everything.
We will not abuse your kindness. Oh, this looks very, very good. I was just told to put jam in my tea. It's first time for everything. But it's sweet, it must be nice.
Yeah.
Okay, we're setting off to ride the horses. So much talent.
Thank you. Are you following me into the toilet? This
You don't want that?
No, don't get out.
Okay. Oh, it's gonna hit you! Oh, it could have been a funny video. We have just been helmeted. We had our incredible lunch, as you saw. And now, meet the horses. Wait. Picture? Yes, please! Cheese! Thank you. It was really nice to meet you.
And jump. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
When you're riding, push both sides is the same strong.
Yeah.
All the time.
Okay.
But not so much. And when you're running, push both sides stronger.
Okay.
Okay?
Look at this view. Look at this view. So right now we are in mating season, so I need to be very careful with my horse, whose name is Ben, so that he doesn't make friends, if you know what I mean. That's a good boy. I don't know if you can hear that, but the birds are super loud. We're trying to compare the sights to a place we've been to. Nicholas said New Zealand. I didn't really have much to say, to be honest. Iceland maybe is the closest, but it is a very, very unique country with a very unique landscape. We are just tying up the horses. Hello, baby. You've been so good. Alright, there's our first day of riding done. Excuse the horse hair. It feels pretty good right now. Nicola, what did you think? Oh, Nicola's got the big guns out.
The big guns out. I
brought it all this way.
I have to use it.
Oh, I mean, that's going to be an incredible photo.
I'm glad.
So again, just so we know who's who, that is Benny, that is Patty, and that is Cook. So Benny and Patty are not the most traditional Kyrgyz names, but Cook is, he's named, well, I don't actually know if he's named after this, but Cook Buru is a really popular game here. A little bit gruesome, maybe, but very, very cool. Like underlining me like a monster.
Did you see in Bishkek the one woman selling with
yeah, she has two things.
box,
yeah, or
box,
three.
yeah.
This is one of them.
Yes.
They're all some kind of milk.
Yes.
Yeah.
There
Okay.
is.
This is Janma, as we have just learned, and I'm just parroting. It smells fermented. It's like kefir, a little bit.
Yes.
Not, yeah, a little bit.
Do you like it?
I need to get used to it. It's not sweet, so it's not like a mass appeal drink. But yeah, thank you for letting me try it. I like it. Good morning. I'm vlogging straight from my bed. This is where we slept, here on the floor, but we have already taken the mattresses away. It was actually very, very comfy and surprisingly warm, because that right there is the oven, and that was on all of last night. This, by the way, is the view. Our horses are tied up over there. I've had to get creative with my hair because it is very greasy. There was no way to shower last night. And here's a little outfit check for you. All right, it is breakfast time. Let me show you the table. It looks really good. I'm working on an entire video about Kyrgyz food, so if you'd like to see it, consider subscribing to my channel and check out my Instagram and TikTok at Girl vs Globe, where I share daily content about food and travel. I have put on another top for warmth because it is looking very, very snowy out there, and now I'm going to brush my teeth and I'm going to show you how to do it in a shepherd's hut because it's quite a process. So this room here is predominantly the pantry, but also it has the washing up station here in the corner. So we're going to wet the toothbrush just a little bit. Add your favorite toothpaste in the whole wild world and brush. And while you're brushing, go outside and look at the mountains. Then spit. All done, then brush back inside. Now just zipping up all of my stuff. As it turns out, you can bring a wheelie suitcase on a horse trek, so that is what I've got. It's so beautiful. Nicely done. Alright, goodbye shepherd's hut, hello mountains. Ooh! Over there are the yaks. Never seen a yak until today. Personally, I think I got really lucky because my horse Ben likes to canter. He's a fast horse, he's quite young, and he is just full of energy. See me popping up and down. Behind, you will not see Nicola, whose horse is very slow.
Ben is a good horse. He is always want to be a first. And he will start to bite them if some horses want to be a first.
He's done that a few times, yep.
And sometimes he's crazy, sometimes not listening me, escaping to Kyrgyzstan from Song Kul. So sometimes I need to walk, but I like him.
Yeah, he's a lovely horse. And what about Paddy?
Patrick is very calm horse, and he's going slowly, but when he is run, he is really, really fast.
Benny, you're my favorite. Kyrgyz horses in this area have two commands you need to know, and that is, you need to say them quietly. Cha, okay? Cha. Did you get that? I don't want my horse to speed up because that is a speed up command, and you also can do various like physical commands to go along with that. And then there is, again, I don't want him to slow down, but there in the distance, that's the shepherds leaving. It's kind of difficult to fully describe just how enjoyable this trek is, but I hope the views that you can see behind me are telling you everything that you need to know. I am filming this on my iPhone because I don't want to use my camera while I'm on horseback. I want to have the iPhone and then I can just stick it in my pocket so that I'm safe if anything were to happen. But there is an incredible sense of serenity. Nicola said something that I thought was very relatable yesterday. She said, I can feel my soul coming back to my body, and then I asked her to clarify what she meant by that, and she said it's like this big inhale after being in the busyness of London or just big cities anywhere. Obviously, I don't want to overly glorify life anywhere. Every single lifestyle in this world has its downsides, and in some areas there is poverty in Kyrgyzstan, and that can make for just a lot of hardship. So definitely I'm not being one of those tourists that's like, wow, isn't it just so incredible when you have nothing? No, it's not. But with that said, speaking to our guide, the locals here, the people are incredibly hospitable, they are incredibly kind, they have a great sense of community, which based on many happiness studies is one of the highest determinants of human happiness. In the West, again I'm generalizing, but in the West we have really lost that sense of companionship and community. We are not close with our families. Often we don't have close friend groups either. People are very lonely. And oh, sorry, I was saying something serious and you want to eat poo? Unbelievable. Well, I feel like my point has come to a natural conclusion there now that Ben has eaten poo on camera. But yeah, that's just the kind of stuff that I've been thinking about this morning as I ride through this. While we're trekking through this beautiful landscape, I am gonna read you a few quotes from a book that I'm reading right now. It's called Jamila. It's by probably the most famous Kyrgyz writer, and it is very beautifully written. So here goes. Where are you now? What roads are you treading? We have so many new roads now, right across the steppe, all the way to the Altai and Siberia. Many brave souls are toiling there. Perhaps you're among them? You left, my Jamila, across the white steppe without a backward glance. Perhaps you're weary. Perhaps you have lost faith in yourself. Just lean on Daniel's shoulder. Have him sing to you in his song of love, of life, of the earth. May the steppe come alive and blossom in all its glory. May you recall that August night. Keep on, Jamila. Have no regrets. You have found your hard-sought happiness. The weather changes very quickly here, so we are putting our jackets on. It suddenly got very cold, very windy. The horses are just having a little chill break while we do that. Nicola, how are we feeling? Scream it though. I'm great! Listen to the wind, so loud. Okay, we have had to get off our horses because the snow is very deep, and now we're walking. And it is tiring. I feel very bad for them. But the views are nice. Look how deep the snow is. Nicola, come join the disco. Put your hands up. Give me your love. Give me your love. Give me all your love. My hand has frozen into a claw. It's just wide as far as the eye can see, and over there in the distance is the lake, which is completely frozen over this time of year and is not going to thaw until the end of May. Doing a long horse trek has always been a dream of mine, or at least for a very, very long time. But this is frankly even crazier than I ever imagined. Just this piece. We haven't seen any other people on horseback with the exception of a few locals. There are definitely not many tourists this time of year. I don't think we've seen any, have we?
No, I don't think so.
We saw a few people at our hostel who I think may have been Russian, so maybe a few in Bishkek, but yeah, so far no one here. Okay, we're having a little break. Hello? Hello. Hello there. I wanted to talk about this breed because they are local. They're Kyrgyz horses and they are relatively small compared to some European horses. They've got a lot of hair. They're very furry, although not as furry as like Shetland ponies, but they're very robust horses and they are built perfectly for this climate, so they don't get too cold. And one interesting fact is that you only ever ride male horses here in Kyrgyzstan. Female horses are primarily used for breeding and milk, but the fact that I really enjoyed hearing is that the female horses are actually naturally faster. So if you wanted to have an insane gallop, a female horse would be your best bet. And right over there you see our yurts. We are arriving, and I'm not gonna lie, it's been pretty tough, even though I'm obviously not doing anywhere near as much as the horse. So I'm pretty excited to see the yurt. There they are. I see nice looking beds. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm ready. Ooh, look at this. So we have checked in. Excuse the squinting. It's very bright. No,
I'm putting on sunnies.
That's a good idea. It's all the snow reflecting, which actually leads very nicely into what I want to share with you, and that is all of our ailments. And one of them is eyes. Just kind of, it's not surprising.
No good, is it?
Another ailment.
That was an icy reception to my part.
What else hurts?
My knees hurt. They're very stiff, and my back, I feel like an old woman.
And does your bum hurt? My bum hurts. I also had a bit of a headache earlier, which went away as soon as I took my helmet off. But Nicola has helpfully pointed out that it also could be due to the fact that I haven't drunk any water today. But I'm going to explain why. It's because the locals don't either. Everyone either drinks tea or milk, sometimes horse milk when it's in season, when it's available. So I was just trying to be cool. Do not recommend, okay? When people say hydrating is important, turns out they're not wrong.
We're not wrong.
All right, lunch is being served in yurt number 2.
You want to wash your hand?
Oh, yes, please.
Yes, actually.
Oh, her first. She's dirtier. Oh, that looks so good. We're so hungry. Thank you. Does this dish have a name?
Kurdak.
Kurdak?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's really good. That's delicious. Thank you so much. I really like that. What is in it? Potato?
Potato and onion.
But that can't be it. Some spices.
Red pepper. Tomato. Salt. Onion. Potato.
That's it?
Yeah.
So nice.
And oil.
Kielbasa. Oh, so nice. Thank you, cheese. And we've got this lovely salad. It's got beetroot and fish in it. Of course, classic. As always, in Kyrgyzstan, I am adding jam to my tea. It's my new favorite thing. It's actually delicious. We're having a little reading lie down and it's very cold. We're just getting in bed with all our layers on. Are you thriving?
I don't know if thriving is the word.
We accidentally had a 2.5-hour nap because it was so cold that we were trying to read in bed, but because we're so cold in that bed, we just kept falling asleep. But we have woken up. It's still cold, but it's very, very beautiful. We're nearing sunset. Hello. I'm gonna go wee for the first time since we got here. And I am nervous. I am nervous. I'm trying to count all the layers that I'm wearing in my head. I've got a sports bra, a top, then I've got a jumper, another jumper. I think there's a thermal top somewhere in there. I've got my puffer jacket and then at the bottom 2 trousers. Well, pants kind of stretchy, whatever. And 2 socks and a beanie stolen from Nicola. Need to find her to give it back. Right there we see a wild Nicola braving the elements. And this, by the way, is the lake. You can't really tell it apart from the rest of the view, but that's because it's all frozen over. I'm going to show you what it's going to look like in the summer. And I would definitely like to come back to see that because it looks so different, absolutely beautiful. And when you do the trek, by the way, you won't be buried in snow. There might be little bits of snow all year round, but not like this. We have now sat down for coffee in the warm hut.
Across the mountain,
yeah,
we see the lake and they are like very shocked.
Yeah.
Oh, they say amazing. Oh my God, they are happy.
Yeah.
And like I'm thinking, what the fuck?
Yeah, you're like, this is so boring. Yeah.
They have not a lake in Switzerland or in England. And then I understand that my life is so beautiful.
That's really
like,
nice.
Quiet.
That's,
and no traffic. Nobody. Less people.
Yeah.
You don't care. You have a tourist. Horses.
Yeah.
Hummus, horse milk, of
course.
Yeah. The food from out there, and what you need.
And I think at heart, people are made for nature. Like that's what we are used to. And cities now feel natural because so many people move there, but they're not. And then you come here and like you say, you feel your soul coming back. And thank you so much. Like this has been such a special trip for us. And we're so happy we found you. Yeah. I'm going to leave Timur's contact details in the description below if you're thinking of visiting Kyrgyzstan. I always book with local guides because I think it's really important that the money you spend in a country actually does something to benefit the people who live there, especially if they're the kind of people who will stay up in the freezing cold cooking you dinner, openly talking about their culture, about life, over a silly card game. Right, let the record show. I've now won 2 games! That's very graceful of me, right? I did not win the last game. I did! She did, and it was well deserved. What I did get, though, is my dinner, which is plov, which originally is an Uzbek dish, I believe, but is very popular here in Kyrgyzstan. I have had it one time before, but I have a feeling this is going to be better. That's very good. You're going to like that.
Can you explain what is in this plov?
Yes, carrot, rice, oil, spicy, salt, meat.
Yep.
Yes.
What kind of meat is it?
It's sheep.
Sheep meat. Yeah.
Nice.
Wow, it is delicious. That is. It's so yummy.
One of my favorite spices, caraway, which isn't, I would say, that common in like British cooking, but I really, really like it. Good morning. I have just woken up in my yurt. Everything looks much like yesterday, aside from me. I feel rough. I feel rough. It was a cold, cold night. Hello. Ooh. So this is our breakfast. Some sort of a cracked rice and eggs. Eggs are a very typical breakfast here in Kyrgyzstan.
We had it every day.
Yeah, every day. And you get a lot of eggs. When we were staying at the hostel on our first day, we got 3 each. You got 4. It was an intense day. If you're wondering what we've been cooking on, sheep poo. We've gone with matching horse girl hairstyles for a final day. And I think this is going to be by far the most challenging because it's the longest ride, again in deep, deep snow. We got this. Final stretch. Good work, Ben. I would also like to have a very random moment of appreciation for my favorite podcast. It's called Philosophize This by Stephen West, and it's incredible. That podcast, I know this sounds very far-fetched, but has gotten me through some very dark times in my life. Stephen West talks about different philosophers, different types of beliefs, and he puts in so much effort into the research. It's absolutely fantastic. So if you're interested in philosophy, then I just wanted to give it a little shout out because I've been loving listening to it. So thank you, Stephen West. You're not watching this, but thank you. Whoa! Time has come to lead our horses again. I'm so sorry. Snack time's over. Excuse me. Sir, please. Thank you. Sorry, I apologize. No!
Why is it every time you turn on the camera? I'm
You're just doing it for the views. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Hello. Oh, they're so nice. After 3 days spent horse riding, I'm ready to share my best piece of advice, and that is not to wear a thong. Very uncomfortable. Good boy. Right, come on, baby. Let's do a river crossing. Ja. Woo! And we have arrived. Salam, salam. So we finished our trek and sorry, I'm a little shaken. We just stood on our horses.
Yes, we did. Can confirm.
Definitely something I would recommend you do. Without insurance, who needs insurance? I am being sarcastic. This is sarcasm.
Oh my God!
I turn around and this is happening while I talk about myself. I've never stood on 2 horses. Maybe next time. So now we're just gonna repack these bags and we're off. Okay, well the trip has come to an end. And it's time to say goodbye. Any final words, Timur?
Thank you for everything.
Thank you. If you do want to come to Kyrgyzstan, I will leave Timur's information in the description below so you can contact him and have as much fun as we did. We're officially off. We got a ride from one of Timur's friends and we are going to Izikul.
So wonderful.
Thank you. Oh yes, ooh, feet in. I'm waving like a maniac.